Beavis.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, this is cool.
Cool.
Toon Jam. Toon Jam. Hello again, my festive friend. You are listening to Toon Jam. I'm Matt.
And I'm J-Man.
And you have joined us but a week before that holy night.
'Twas the week before Christmas.
And all through the house, not a cartoon was stirring, not even Mickey Mouse. Oh, Merry Christmas! We've been doing something of a festive month, as you may have noticed, or may not. And this week,
The most festive of all the shows.
You will be surprised we've not done it sooner. It is Beavis and Butthead Christmas special. Is that what's it actually?
It's like a very Christmas special, a very Christmas Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's their first Christmas special. Little bit of info about Beavis and Butthead. It's an American adult animated sitcom created by Mike Judge, who you may remember from things like King of the Hill as well. It originated from a short called Frog Baseball, made in 1992, which originally aired on Liquid Television. Ooh. After seeing the short, MTV signed Judge to develop the short into a full series, which originally ran for 7 seasons from March 1993 to November 1997. But it doesn't stop there. During its initial run, Beavis and Butthead received widespread critical acclaim, particularly for its satirical, scathing commentary on society, as was MTV's want at the time. It was subject of controversy for its, get this, violent and barbaric content. You don't throw that word around, Wiley. 14 years following the end of the series was revived for an 8th season, which ran from October to December in 2011, and a theatrical feature-length film based on the series titled Beavis and Butthead Do America was released in 1996 by Paramount Pictures, which you may remember.
Yeah.
So, without further ado, let us dive straight into our memories.
Festive memories.
Festive memories. Jingling. Are they jingling in your...
Yes.
Does that ring a jingle bell?
Oh, I hear the
back of your
bells.
mind?
Hear the bells, yes. There's so many merry gentlemen singing in my mind. Yeah.
Singing about Beavis and Butthead.
Yes.
What do you remember of Beavis and Butthead?
I remember it quite well, quite fondly. In fact, when I was a young boy, the show was running obviously obviously when we were quite young, because it's early 90s, and I really wanted to watch it, mainly because it was a cartoon, I think. And in order to watch it, it was on quite late and way past my early bedtime. And so my dad used to wait up till it came on and videotape it for me, so I'd get it on VHS.
Oh, that's pretty cool. So you watched it in the morning.
So I used to, but I didn't really get it, but I used to really like it. But my mum hated it.
My mum hated it as well.
It was just like that, the first one that all the mums hated. And so she didn't like me watching it, so she took the videos away. I used to have the baseball cards. Well, they weren't baseball cards; they were like collectible cards. I had a folder of it. I found it the other day in my room, actually, underneath many a thing. And my mum confiscated those cards off me. She took them away from me and hid them in the back of this wardrobe, these huge built-in wardrobes.
It really was against it.
Yeah, she hated it, and I didn't find them until like years later. I was like, oh, my cards, and then I read them and was like, oh yeah, these were inappropriate. Massively. But I didn't know what it was on about. But it was just like, oh yeah, I can see why she would have. But
see, I never watched the series at all.
Really?
I knew what it was, but just never saw it. I think anything on MTV I didn't really catch. I just don't think I was aware they had cartoons on there.
Right.
So if I saw them, I knew they existed, but
didn't know how to get hold of them.
I just didn't understand it.
Yeah.
So the first thing I saw of them was the film.
Right.
So I didn't really, going into this, I didn't know anything about the TV show.
Yeah.
Other than that they were in it, sort of thing. I remember seeing the odd clip of them just sitting on their sofa.
Yeah.
But yeah, very slim memories.
Yeah.
Did they have a game?
The film, yeah, they did have a game. There were a couple games. There was one on the PC which my friend had. That was like a top-down one. It was kind of like The Simpsons did a similar one where you were just in Beavis and Butthead's town. Yeah. And like it was just a point and click thing. You'd go around and press weird things. And then there was I think there was another one that was like I don't know if that was like a side scroller or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
vaguely remember.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in an arcade or something.
Yeah.
That I would have been to, but I really don't. The film was the first thing I saw of it.
Right.
And even that I don't really remember very well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I watched the film. Like I think I was old enough to like have a bit more say on what I watched at that point. But I think I still watched that late. I didn't watch it when it came out. But yeah, I remember the soundtrack being all right. Because it's weird because it was
quite big, wasn't it?
Yeah, because it's. I think that's the thing you forget is that like it was actually tied so well to MTV. Yeah. That like
that's the whole point of
it. Yeah. Like it just obviously that just doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah,
like, which is funny because, like it's, I guess that's probably why they're not around anymore. Yeah. Because MTV is just not MTV.
It's a completely different channel. It really is.
Yeah, it's hard to explain this to somebody to be like, there was this channel, right? They used to play just music videos. Yeah. And then, they were so known for their music videos, they used to put other stuff in to fill out.
I think it probably comes from a time where, like now, there's like every song almost has a music video. Yeah. MTV was like the first time they did that. Yeah. They probably just didn't have that many. Yeah. That might be.
Oh yeah. This
is a guess, but they had to fill the time. Yeah. With actual content.
Other stuff. Yeah.
I mean they still do make their own shows, but sadly it's like
that's all they make. Isn't it?
It went from. I mean, we've talked about it with Daria. It went from being a satire. Yeah. To being the problem. Yeah. It's just such an alien difference.
It is. Like, it's strange. Something happened. Yeah. Like an out of world experience happened in the MTV offices, and they went from the very thing.
I mean, the thing is, it makes sense from a commercial point of view. You get more money if you side with the many. Yeah. But the whole point of MTV was that it was like the cool thing. Yeah.
It's just, I guess they're trying to appeal to the youth of today, and I suppose the youth of today like reality shows apparently, and nothing but reality shows.
They just like completely buy into everything. Yeah. They're just like the youth of the 90s were not happy with the way things were, whereas now they're all.
Yeah, it's like that's it. Enjoy.
They're just like really happy with it.
That's it. Bizarre.
That is weird, isn't it? That says something about parenting as well. Yeah, it's a different. Don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah. Well.
Whew. We'll touch on this a bit more.
Yeah.
After we've gone through our playthrough.
Rewind. Playthrough.
So as we've kind of mentioned, Beavis and Butthead was primarily sort of there to slip in between the music videos. Yeah. And sometimes they'd have a late night show where they literally just watched lots of the videos that were being played on MTV anyway.
Is this did the show have an actual story?
Yeah, the normal show. The normal shows, they were like episodes where you'd see Beavis and Butthead in and around town. I mean, a lot of the time they were just watching TV anyway. Yeah, but it was like a normal episode. But then in the middle of those episodes...
That's what I do remember, those little segments in the middle. Yeah. Because they sort of carried them on, didn't they?
Yeah, yeah.
After the show.
That's it. So the show would be, you'd get say you'd start off with 10 minutes of an episode of Beavis and Butthead, and then there'd be a bit that's just different, that's just them watching TV, and then they'd have their commentary and the music videos, and it would cut back to the show, sort of thing. So they still slipped them in, and then throughout the day and stuff in MTV, they just have the little nuggets of them watching TV. Yeah. So you saw them quite a lot, I think. In the time.
I do. See, that's probably the only time I saw them, because I wanted to stay up late to watch it. Yeah. So I might have seen them when for whatever reason MTV.
Yeah, just watching TV.
Maybe my dad was watching some sort of like best rock hits of the 80s or something like that. Like.
Yeah. So with this episode, they're basically, it's essentially just a giant long version.
Yeah, it's a big one. They're just it's Christmas songs.
Yeah.
And they're just ripping into all the videos.
Yeah, they keep cutting back to the one, you know, like the visual displays of a fireplace.
Yeah.
Where it's just nothing is going on.
Like elevator type music. Like,
yeah. It just says Merry. And it's a weird fireplace as well, isn't it? Because it's like, they've got like a fake panel of like a fire or whatever that's like 3 tiers back. It took me ages to try and figure out what it actually was for a while. Because I was like, what is that?
Yeah.
Like it's meant
to
be
they
fire.
comment on it, don't they?
Yeah. They're just like, I think they hate it at first, and then eventually they fall up to it.
This is cool. Yeah, this
is lame.
I love that. So which one's which? Beavis is the blonde-haired one.
Yeah, with a massive underbite.
Yeah, and Butthead's the one with just sort of like a massive nose and like,
yeah,
and they're both
hideous looking. Yeah,
but. So Butthead tends to be sort of the...
He's like the alpha.
Yeah. And they watch through... So I'm trying to remember the songs they go through. There's a Ramones one in there that they like.
Yeah, because they like it.
Yeah.
They love Ramones.
There's a... What's that one? Is that you, Santa Claus?
Oh, yeah.
I love that one because they're like... I got what they're on about his nose. He's like, this guy got Pickle's toes. And then
there's the David Bowie and
that goes off pretty quickly. Doesn't it?
Like, as soon as they see David Bowie, they're just like, their reactions are pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
They're like, bang on. There's some other ones where they just don't like the look of the people.
Yeah,
and they just immediately switch over. There's that weird one.
Boy George.
Oh yeah, Boy George. Yeah. They didn't like that.
You think that's something they couldn't do now?
No, not
like, all the stuff they say, because that was the only bit that I was like, oh,
yeah.
Like,
and then it cuts to Phil Collins. They're like, what a dork.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
And there's zero story.
No, nothing.
No story whatsoever.
They're just literally watching TV.
There's not even like an ongoing conversation.
No.
It's just and the thing is, watching it, it is familiar.
Yeah.
You know, kids that age, they might not say the same things, but they talk in this, like
they've got like 3 opinions.
Yeah, and then they just laugh at stuff that's not funny, and like they just say rude words, and it's hilarious. And
it is like, very much being a young kid, which is why young kids probably thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, because it's just stupid.
Yeah, it's stupid. So they basically just watch a lot of Christmas music, some which they like, some which they don't, some which, I mean, there's some that I've never seen before in my life. You know, that weird one with like the robot looking guy in the sort of suit playing the piano, and then it kind of goes all like,
Max
like
Headroom.
Psychedelic. Yeah.
I didn't know he did a Christmas song.
That's like...
And they loved that one as well.
Yeah, they were like, this guy's cool. This guy's pretty cool.
It's just funny, like, and it just goes on. And how does it even end?
I don't know. I think they cut back to the fireplace, and they're just like, this is cool.
Yeah, and then it's like credits.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Like nothing happens. And they're always just like, they talk over the credits about how the Christmas specials are always really lame and nothing happens. Yeah.
And then that's
the end of the episode.
Toon Jam! Toon Jam! I'd say this is the strangest thing we've watched. Not necessarily in its content, but its layout. Like, it didn't feel like... It just felt like loads of little things pushed together.
Yeah. I think I get the feeling that maybe they asked Mike Judge for a Christmas special, and he was like, okay. And they just like cobbled this together.
Well, the only other thing is, did they do it? I just went through this now. Like, was the series the first thing they did?
Well, they did baseball. They did like a pilot of just episodes and stuff, but then like gradually they started doing.
So I wonder if it was a bit more like before the series was rolling. It probably isn't.
Yeah.
It probably just was.
I think
it might just be a case that they had a load of Christmas songs that they wanted to show.
Yeah, probably, because I think they used them to do.
A good way to do a special.
Yeah, they do a lot of promo stuff, like for upcoming stuff. They have Beavis and Butthead watch it and stuff.
Because I mean, they do have like shows where you see loads of Christmas songs.
Yeah,
it's just putting them on in between it.
Yeah,
it's not that weird when you think of it as part of a music channel.
Yeah,
but
as a special,
sitting down to rewatch something, it's strange to
weird.
watch.
Yeah, it is odd now. Yeah, like, definitely the format's weird now. Definitely, because it's, although I mean, say this but there's reality shows where they do this. There's like Gogglebox is basically Beavis and Butthead live action.
It really is, yeah.
Which is kind of weird.
It's somewhere between Beavis and Butthead and Creature Comforts. Yeah, Gogglebox.
Yeah, it is. What a strange show that is.
Yeah,
and how that came about.
And how much people love it.
I know, yeah. I used to make a joke that was like, one day people would just watch other people watching the TV, but then now it's real. An award-winning show, no doubt. Yeah, just like, who knew? Mike Judge was onto something way before. But yeah, it's kind of cool because Beavis and Butthead are obviously not like if you ever watch the actual show, they're massive losers. They are like the bottom of the barrel. Like their house is just a wreck. It's just like, I'm pretty sure, not sure they have a kitchen or anything. Like they just seem to have that one sofa in the room that's just like covered in trash.
It's like proper grim.
Yeah, really grisly. But like watching them like take the rip out of like the top artists in the world, it's like there's some sort of like hilarity, some sort of justice there.
Well, it's something that it is actually, it's very clever satire. Because I mean it's like us. It's what we do every week. We watch something, like half of it, take the rip out of the other half, and we're as bad as Beavis and Butthead. So everyone does it. Everyone's an armchair critic, aren't they?
It's cool how
that's what's clever about
it. Yeah, how it works that way. Like it's just a clever show.
Yeah,
and it's like what a weird set of characters that he's created. Like I don't know how he got to those. There's such strange caricatures of like people that I'm not sure.
It must have come from somewhere. Yeah, it's like unreal. Like, you couldn't make that
up. Just the weirdest laugh.
I think that my favourite thing about it was the whole, every time like Beavis would say something. Yeah. Butthead would disagree with him, and then he'd just completely change it.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
That sucks.
Like, shut up, Beavis.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Yeah, I know. Such weird voices. Yeah, I wonder if it could ever. Well, actually, I did watch season 8 when it came out, which was
right, okay.
So that was like 2011.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a weird thing because like MTV had obviously kind of changed over at that point. Yeah. So instead of them watching music videos, they were watching reality shows. So it was pretty hilarious. It was really good, like them going back to it and then being like, just like watching Jersey Shore and being like,
this sucks.
This is lame. This guy rules. It's such like a good copy and paste format, but it's like it was so strange watching them watch the updated MTV and seeing like what it's become. Like, this was strange. Like
I think that's the biggest. That every time we watched, well, I mean, we watched this in Daria, so we haven't watched loads, but you just get such a. It's like, whoa! It is such a difference. Yeah. It isn't the same channel at all.
No, it's not. Like,
it shouldn't be called MTV.
No, it really shouldn't anymore. It's a complete misnomer now.
Yeah,
because it's just reality. You should change it to RTV.
Yeah,
because
it's just like Kardashians, isn't it?
Yeah.
And whatever else they do, I don't really know.
No, because it's just like completely off the radar now. Like it's so strange. Yeah.
I suppose probably the bridge to it. Let's say is probably the Osbournes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
because that was a bit more like kind of the era. You know, Osbournes are, Ozzy Osbourne's a well-known rebel in the system, but then that formula they used on so many other artists until they got to like the Kardashians, and then it somehow blew up in this insane way.
It doesn't make sense, does it? Like,
no,
like the people that like Ozzy's clearly like he still makes like does tours and stuff now.
Yeah,
like an active musician. Like that didn't do as well as people that are just like kind of known for their celebrity relations.
Yeah, that's what's weird. I've never got with the Kardashian stuff. Like you just sort of think, who are they really?
Yeah. No.
I mean, you know, I'm sure everyone has thought that, but it's just...
Yeah. How did we get here?
It's one of them shows where I imagine the intention was to show how ridiculous they all are.
Yeah.
But it just...
when people don't
see that, then what's going on?
Yeah, that's it. I feel like Beavis and Butthead would be ashamed of us.
Yeah. Which is really sad.
Yeah, it is really
when
sad.
When they can hold some sort of moral high ground.
Yeah. Like, yeah, they're like the worst of people, really. Yeah. But still they know better somehow.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah, it's sad.
It's a sad day when Beavis and Butthead can hold some sort of moral high ground.
Yeah.
Over you as a society.
What a strange time we live in now. Yeah.
But then are we just some sort of angry echo of the MTV 90s generation? Maybe time should change.
Yeah. But has it changed the right way?
No, I don't think so. But, you know, everyone's got their own opinions.
If Beavis and Butthead watched us now and they don't say, that's cool, then we've done something wrong.
I think essentially it's sad, isn't it, to think that we're lame.
Yeah.
That's lame.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah.
But
this is such a, you don't really get this where you can't really bring this back in the same way that it was.
No, you'd need a new channel, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
It'd need a new cool channel.
And I guess that kind of dates the show and leaves it in a particular sort of time capsule of its own, but at the same time it's like just shows you how much we've changed.
Yeah. Well, just how much sort of
and stuff.
How different the younger generation, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because it just it's a completely different world. But then, you know,
I think it was in the TV spots for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Yeah. They did some clips for MTV, and I remember Jay saying like, there's a bit where it's like, I used to love watching MTV because it was all just like weird cartoons and stuff. Yeah. And that was like 2001. Yeah. So it's like, oh man,
it's a long time.
Yeah, like we've come like nearly 2 decades away from that, and it wasn't good. Like it was on its way out then.
Yeah.
Like so.
Well, I suppose that maybe that was it. Maybe it was just sort of their core audience was dwindling and they had to change.
Yeah. Yeah.
So whose fault is it really?
That's it. And now Mike Judge does like TV, like he's doing Silicon Valley and stuff now. So
that ends soon, doesn't it?
Yeah, or it's ended, I think. Yeah, right. One of the two.
So what's next?
Yeah, I know.
What's next for Mike Judge?
That's it. Beavis and Butthead return.
That's it.
Live action.
That's it.
Who are we casting?
The reboot.
Yeah. Who's Beavis?
That's a tough one. I don't know who you. I can't even. It would be really to pick anyone is an insult.
Yeah, it is an insult
because they are hideous.
Yeah.
With like giant heads, really grotesque.
You have to get like the best character actors to do like the like become these weird
Daniel Day-Lewis is
Butthead. I can see that. Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a pick of Oscar winners. And I don't know. Beavis. He's trying to think of blonde.
I know. Yeah.
Good blonde actors, but
maybe we'd have to dye him. Don't know. It's a tough one.
We've come up short. Well,
yeah.
What about you at home?
That's it. This is the open.
Who are your casting picks for a live action Beavis and Butthead? That would be good to know.
We want to know.
Yeah, we've gone with Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis as both of them.
Mark Rylance as Beavis and Daniel Day-Lewis as Butthead.
Yeah.
Who are your picks?
Yeah.
Let us know. And with that, let us jump to our ratings. Okay, so here at Toon Jam we have a 3-point rating system, which is thumbs up, That's cool.
Yeah.
Thumbs down, that sucks. And shaky middle, what even is that? So that's good, bad, yeah. So,
Sure.
Beavis and Butthead, Christmas special. Your thoughts?
Well, I mean, I kind of biased going in because I'm clearly a young Beavis and Butthead fan. But I mean, it wasn't. I was kind of hoping for an actual episode.
Yeah.
So it's
definitely disappointing.
Yeah, that it's just them just doing their TV thing. But at the same time, there's still some funny moments. Like I did laugh a couple of times.
Yeah.
Like, just because of their bizarre commentary or their weird reactions.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's still very. Like it's very cheaply done in a way. I mean, all that stuff is just reused, recycled stuff of them just watching the TV and their reactions and everything. So it's all very like if you've watched Beavis and Butthead, you've seen it all before, but they've just kind of dubbed it. Yeah. So it's so it's kind of it's not like a quality animation, but at the same time, like it's such a bizarre and clearly like. Outliving concept that's gone further than we could possibly have imagined.
It's beyond one episode.
Yeah. So, and at the end of the day, they can only be as funny as what they're watching. And so, like, all the Christmas, it was a Christmas episode, so
it was what it is, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, they've got to watch Christmas stuff, so it's like there's only so much they can really say on that. So, whatever. So, for me, I think this episode is going to have to be a shaky middle.
Yeah.
Shaky middle.
Yeah. I think I'd agree with that. Shaky middle. It's the same thing. You know, there's more there.
Yeah.
And it was funny, but it was let down by just the fact that we watched it. Really, it wasn't intended for anything other than a Christmas special to be shown. Then just something funny to put on. You got some Christmas songs on anyway.
Yeah.
You put MTV on, that's on. It just makes that better.
That's it.
So if we were rating music, display, whatever you want to call it, showcase, music showcase programs, this would be up there.
That's it.
But as a cartoon, it's not going to be, is it? So it was shaky middle, but I do think, we'll go back and we'll visit some more proper Beavis and Butthead at some point because. I feel like that wasn't
the best
a good example. And
we've done this a couple of times where it's like we've just picked a good episode.
The bad one. So we'll pick.
Well, they made it. So
they made it, and it happened.
It happened. It's
and it's Christmas.
That's it.
We need some festive cheer.
Yeah, their house isn't very festive. Though.
No, just what was on TV.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Well, there you go. 2 shaky middles for the Beavis and Butthead Christmas special. No fault of anyone's, but time, I suppose. Time and layout and presentation. Yeah. So not all in all, not a bad result, I suppose, under the circumstances.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this week, that is all. We've been quite. Unlucky so far with that Christmas viewing. None of it's been terrible, but it's all been middle of the road. So we've got one more. So
for Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. So why not take time out on that important day to listen to us?
Leave your family friends behind.
And take a ride through another episode of Toon Jam. Thank you for joining us. It's been a treat, as always. If you want to support us further, please feel free to rate and review us. It really helps us out. And otherwise, you can also get in touch with us on the 3 lamos of the internet. Facebook, Instagram and Twitter at ToonJamPod. If you have any requests or just want to get in touch with us, say Merry Christmas or whatever, feel free to do so. But on that note, without any further ado, I would like to say Merry Christmas to you. Merry holidays, merry times, happy and stay cranberry jammy.
Hey everyone, thank you for listening to Toon Jam. And if you want to continue to help us out, you can help us by jumping over to our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/toonjampod. And if you can rate and review us everywhere you listen to your podcasts, so on iTunes or on the Android apps, that'll be a massive help too. Thank you, and stay jammy.